Good afternoon, Abaddon Solaris fans. This is the start of the new bi-weekly format. Several reasons for why I've gone from weekly to bi-weekly, but I will be as reliable as I possibly can with the new frequency. So what we've got going on is, of course, Halloween this weekend, and I don't know if you've been following the blog or the Twitter, but I decided weeks ago that I would carve some Abaddon themed pumpkins, because we've got lots of great themes with the Abaddon imprint. We've got zombies and post-apocalypse and steampunk, things like that. So I ended up, so I asked people what they thought. Zombies and steampunk came out ahead, so I carved them last weekend, actually one Sunday, one Monday, and I was going to show them to you, but I couldn't really bring pumpkins into work, so I could show you the picture. Do you know what? Time and space are meaningless to Tiny Thulu. He can take me home yesterday morning, where I have access to the pumpkins, and I can show them to you, and then I can come back here and finish it off. Well, I'll be back in a minute. You happy to do this, Tiny Thulu? Awesome. See you in a bit. And we're here. It's Thursday morning. How awesome is that? Thank you, Tiny Thulu. Right. So I'm here to show you the pumpkins I made for Abaddon. My wife and I make pumpkins every year, but I thought this year, why not make some for Abaddon as well? Be a bit cool, because Abaddon's got loads of themes. You see, zombies, steampunk, all the rest of it. So I could make themed pumpkin, or maybe a couple of themed pumpkins, and throw them up on the blog. Quite cool. So I asked people on Twitter what they thought. A special mention to Ro, who wanted an insect guy for my zombie, and Jared, who wanted some kind of infernal game themed pumpkin, but most people seem to back either zombies or steampunk. It was zombies by a narrow victory, but I decided to do one of each anyway. So here's Eddie. Eddie is a zomkin. A zomkin is a zombie pumpkin. This happens when a jack-o'-lantern is bitten on the head by a zombie, very often by another zomkin, because zombies aren't interested in fruit or vegetables, and becomes a horrific undead mockery of jack-o'-lanterns. So you can see he's got a regular variety pumpkin eye, and then a hollow zombie eye socket with his pumpkin eye trailing down his face. He's got a gaping maw with jagged uneven teeth and horrific nostril slots where his zombie nose has been bitten off or rotted away. And here, it doesn't work very well in the light. I'll turn the light off in a moment. His brain has been exposed where the zombie bit into him. So, yes. Brains. That's Eddie the Zomkin. This is my other attempt. I'm actually quite proud of this one. It works conspicuously well. Meet Raffles, Gentleman Pumpkin. He is a steam pumpkin, and as a steam pumpkin, he is of course a Victorian gentleman. So he has a moustache, without whom no gentleman should ever be abroad. He has a monocle, including a little sort of string there holding it to his face, or not, dangling from it, depending from it, as it were. And clogs on the side of his face. How awesome is that? And he's frightfully pleased to meet you. I'm frightfully pleased to meet you. So I'm just going to try to turn the light out, see if we can get the full effect. Give me a sec. Practically disappeared from view, but has... there he is, there's Ruffles. Ooh. Ruffles' cogs. That's very cool. And here's Eddie. Brains. And there's his... Yeah, that works a bit better. You can see the orange brain matter through the gap in his skull. Excellent. So that's me pretty much done here on Thursday morning, so I'm going to head back to Friday afternoon. Come Tiny Thulu, let's away. So, success, thank you very much. What else do we need to cover? End of the month means press release deadline. We have just sent off Engineering Infinity. That's Jonathan Strahan's anthology of hard science fiction. Loved working on this because it's very much the type of science fiction I enjoy. Lots of high concept stuff, lots of moral and philosophical debates, as well as discussions about sort of obscure points of technology and science and physics. So if you like that kind of stuff, definitely an excellent book. And the third of James Lovegrove's Pantheon trilogy, Age of Odin. So continuing the theme of humans fighting the gods. This is a bunch of British soldiers recruited by the Norse gods to take part in Valhalla. Ragnarok, the final battle. So if you like that kind of stuff at all, I love Norse myth, then another brilliant book. So those are both out, both off to press. So they'll be out early next year. A little bit of exciting news on the Abaddon front. Stronghold, Paul Finch's sort of Anglo-Welsh wars piece about medieval Welsh druids summoning zombies to fight English soldiers, has been optioned for a movie. How exciting is that? So we're working with some kind of a local British company. I'll look it up and put in the subtitles. And our own CEO, Jason Kingsley, has managed to get himself the directorial chair. So that should be very cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get myself onto the set, get some exclusive interviews. But if I can at all, I will, and I'll get them to you. So update on that as it comes. There'll probably be some stuff on the blog about it. And reviews, to be fair, if you read the blog, you probably keep up with our reviews. We do post them on there. Been a few really good ones recently. It's a fantastic one. I think it was for El Sombra, or Death Got No Mercy. It's for an older book. I think it's El Sombra for Al Ewing. It says he's not just a poet of pulp, but a poet who beats you to a pulp. It was an absolutely fantastic phrase. I think it actually went up on the blog recently, so I was just asked to bring that out to your attention. And that's me more or less done. So have a good Halloween, whether you are going to a fancy dress party or doing some trick-or-treating with your kids, or if you are a kid doing trick-or-treating, good luck with that, enjoy, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.